just wondering, are you anticipating changes tomorrow to your lineup against Montreal? And if so, would Shane Pinto be a logical choice to go in tomorrow?
Yeah, Pinto, Shane will play his first game tomorrow. Amadio will come out. Everything else will stay the same up front. We'll see on Zaitsev. He looked all right today, but we'll see how he looks. Or we'll talk to the trainers and see how he is, whether he can go or not. If he can, obviously he'll come back in.
Is there a thought that Josh Brown comes back in as well against Montreal, or maybe keep JBD in there?
We'll make that decision as a staff, but I think Josh Brown's really played well. I think he brings an element of toughness, especially with as young group as we have in there, that we're going to need on the road. And I thought he played probably his best game as an Ottawa Senator last game, so he won't be coming out.
How would you, what's your thought process in complementing Shane Pinto with Formanton and Brown like you had in practice this morning?
Well, a couple of my more responsible players, I think, you could throw a few other guys into that, but I think Connor Brown and Formie both kill penalties, both track back. They're going to help him. They're going to talk to him, and I think could be a good line for us.
We'll go to Bruce Garriock at Post Media.
Hey, DJ, just got a couple things for you. Just on Shane Pinto, he's been pretty good in the face-off circle in college. How much of an adjustment is that going to be in this league?
Well, it's huge. I mean, you're talking two different leagues, completely. It's a long way college hockey from the NHL. So, but he's really good at it. He'll continue to get better at it. And when you dominate a face-off circle at your own age, usually it carries over at some point, where you're going to be good at the next level. But I think it's a lot to expect him to come in and win face-offs at that rate at the NHL level as a rookie. But I think he'll hold his own for sure to start. But I think he'll be a dominant face-off guy throughout his career.
You what have you liked about Victor Mete, and is this sort of a good chance to look at him as well? Pardon me.
For sure, I think his mobility helps us. I think the ability to break pucks out for us, hold on to pucks. I mean, as a young team, if you don't have the puck, it's not a lot of fun when you're defending the whole night. So, him, Brandy, Shabby on the back end right now are skating really well. They're breaking the puck out, and if we can have it on our stick, we don't have to defend as much. So I think he's brought that to us. And I think his confidence is starting to grow here. So we'll see what we got.
Just one last thing for me, DJ. Obviously, Vancouver has been pushed back again, their start, and you are supposed to, this is a 4-game road trip, I think, that with a couple stops in Vancouver. Do you anticipate those games changing at this point? Have you been told anything?
No, I haven't been told anything, but we'll do what they ask. We just want to play games. If we could play 10 more, we would. We need the reps. We need to keep playing. So we'll be ready whatever the game is, whatever happens. We'll be ready to play. And the league, I'm sure, will do the right thing. And the Ottawa Senators will go where they tell us.
Final one is Kyle Bukauskas at Sportsnet.
Hey, DJ, just on the face-off topic, what can Pinto learn from a guy like Josh Norris, just as another young player, and how he's handled those moments over the course of his first year here?
Well, the big advantage probably Norris has is played a year in the American League, and Shane hasn't. So, I mean, there's that. But I think, part of getting him here right now is to join this group. And it's not like, showing up with a bunch of 30-year-olds that are, ready to win right now, and you kind of are, feel like you don't fit in. It's a whole bunch of guys his age here that are rooting for him, that are helping him. It's a really good feel around here, and I think good players find ways to get things done, and this would be good to get him in some games here and see how he does.
We'll quickly circle back to Bruce Garriock for one last one.
Sorry, DJ, just on following up on what Kyle asked you, how important is it for these guys like Shane Pinto, Jacob Bernard-Docker, to get this taste now so they can be prepared for next year?
Well, it's huge. And that's, I think that's Pierre got both of them here to see what the NHL and what pro hockey's like. So how hard you have to work in the summer if you want to have success in this league. And it's better to cut your teeth right now at the end of the year than it is to get an eye opening, you know, in the first month next year. So I think it's a great situation for them both to be able to practice, get to know the guys. So next year, you're going to feel a lot more comfortable knowing the trainers, the coaches, what have you. You know, I think that's the big reason and excitement for us is to get them here now, get them with the development guys and trying to make them into the best pros that we possibly can.